Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and to another reaction video. Alright, we are going to be checking out a couple of movies today based on the works of Stephen King. So if you guys have been following my channel for a while, you know that I am a pretty massive Stephen King fan. My sister and I actually both started reading the books when we were young, really honestly too young to be reading the books. My mother was a fan first and is a fan, so we kind of stole her books and started reading them at a very young age. And I've seen a number of the film adaptations, not all of them, but I definitely, of course, have seen The Shining, which is a fantastic movie, though I do understand why Stephen King has his issues with it if you compare the book to the film, but putting that aside, seeing The Shawshank Redemption, of course, and Stand By Me and Green Mile. Those are a lot of the non-horror ones. I've seen one of my favorites was the miniseries version of The Stand, which The Stand is also my favorite Stephen King book, which I've read a ton. And then the 70s version of Salem's Lot, which is my second favorite Stephen King book. Let's see what else. There's a bunch. Carrie, of course. There's more too. There's a lot more, and I'm missing them right now. But there's one that comes into the classic Stephen King stories that there's very famous movie of and even a remake of that I never watched the film. And that's because the book was a very traumatic reading experience for me. I'll just say right now, I pulled these two out right here. Out of all the Stephen King books, I've read many of them multiple times over the years, and the two that I've read the most and my two favorite are, of course, like I just said, The Stand and Salem's Lot. But I've also read The Shining a bunch of times. I've read all of the Dark Tower series multiple times. There's two of his books that I've only read once. These two babies right here. You can't see. This is Pet Sematary. This is Cujo. These were both traumatic reads for me. And if you know me and know the channel, you probably know why. It has to do with animals. I'm a huge animal lover, and I can't deal with bad things happening to animals. And this is not the only Stephen King books where a bad thing has happened to an animal, but they're quite prominent parts of these stories. And I know the worst part is, I know I'm terrible because they're not the terrible things that happen to animals in these books are not the most terrible things that happen in these books. Okay, I am aware of that. And I know, it makes me awful to be more upset about the animals than people, especially because there's lots of children get messed up pretty badly in Stephen King books. I know, okay, I understand, I get it, that it's bad, but it still always, it messes me up so much. So, I read both of these books and I was traumatized by both of these books. I have seen the movie Cujo, though, because I watched it at a sleepover with a bunch of friends when I was a kid. At my house, by the way, when we were watching horror movies. And I will never forget, I've told this story before, but my dad snuck around outside my bedroom window because we were watching it in my room all together. And where we have to sit is right by the window. And he snuck up at night and went outside the door and went like barking, pretending to bark, and scared the shit out of us. So we all screamed. But I haven't watched this again. But more, I haven't read this again because it tells some of the perspective from Cujo's point of view about how he was a good dog and then he gets rabies and it's like not his fault and he doesn't want to do what he's doing and but no, it's too traumatizing. This one, well, if you guys have seen the movie or read the book, then you know some pretty messed up stuff happens in this, and some of it involves a cat. And you know how much I'm a cat lover. I could never bring myself to watch this movie. I just couldn't do it because I know it's going to depict an accident happening to a cat and then other bad things. And then also there's going to be a really bad thing that happens to a kid. At least. At the very least, at the minimum. But people have been saying on the channel that I should watch it, the original, so I'm gonna do it. And Steven, I love you, but I know I'm gonna feel bad after this movie. I know you know, you never know. Maybe it won't be as bad as I remember feeling, and maybe I'll get the urge to read this again. Maybe. Perhaps. I guess we'll find out. But all right, before I get into my trauma, just a quick reminder, I do have a Patreon. If you're interested in seeing full-length versions of my reactions, early access to my reactions, if you want to have a say in the movies that I watch going forward. I also have a ton of TV show reactions that I watch over there that are Patreon exclusive, including It Welcome to Derry right now, which I'm currently watching, and a bunch of other shows too. Do check it out. I appreciate any support. If you want to just hang out here, that's cool too. If you don't mind subscribing to the channel, I just recently reached 50K and I would hope to get to 100K one day. It's my goal for the silver play button. So let's traumatize Molly with Pet Sematary. Here we go. Anxious, guys. I'm already anxious. The cemetery itself, the pet cemetery itself, makes me sad. Like, you guys know that I take care of animals, and I lost my 15-year-old baby Nala just a few months ago, and my almost 9-year-old parakeet BB just a couple months ago, and also this past year has been really rough with a lot of some of the rescue animals I've tried to help. Not some of them have not made it, so all the stuff is just really. Sorry to be depressing, but you guys wanted me to watch this. Alright, that's some creepy children's singing going on in the background. Oh! This truck, bro. Slow down, asshole. It hasn't even... yeah. People drive too fast on the road I currently live on, but the road I was growing up on was more of like a rural environment like this, and people drove way too fast. Where do I know this actress from?
It's gorgeous.
That kid playing Gage is adorable. Guys, this is a problem.
Daddy! I see a cat!
Ellie, be careful!
Ellie!
She is not. Whoa!
Listen to your mom.
Mommy! Daddy!
You okay?
Sorry.
Oh my god, he's so cute!
Scream that loud. Is it ready for intensive care just yet?
Cat!
No, no, no. There it is. That freaking truck again? Is this a different truck?
Where's Gage?
Jesus!
Go, my friend.
My guy! Everyone speeds.
I'm Louis Creed.
Jud Crandall. House has stood empty too long. It's damn good to see people in it again.
Where do I know her from? I know that actress. I have a big, kind of pudgy gray kitty. You might have seen him sometimes if you've been in my streams or seen my videos. I love him. His face isn't exactly like Church's, from what I saw.
Scared the life out of me, Church.
Church's face is kind of rounder, but he's close enough that it's... I'm already getting upset. Slow down, assholes!
That you, Doc?
Yeah, it's me.
Well, come on up and have a beer. Need a glass?
Not at all.
Good for you.
Oh my god, like how, honestly, how many?
That road and those Orinco trucks, the two main reasons is there.
Well, where does it lead?
Pet cemetery. There's that damn road. Uses up a lot of animals. Dogs and cats, mostly.
My little girl's got a cat.
Keep them inside. You should keep them inside.
Well, I'll take it under advisement.
Meantime, Doc, here's your bones.
And your bones.
It's an interesting quote, like a toast. Uh-oh.
All right, Missy, thanks.
Wish I had a doctor around with my stomach pain so bad. Guess I'll never be lucky. Hell, I ain't married to anyone.
Little odd.
Bye, Missy.
Mm.
Come on, let's go.
We're coming.
Oh my god.
Let's get on with it.
Yay!
Look at that backpack, baby.
There's the place.
What's it say, Mommy?
It says Pet Cemetery, honey.
Daddy, look. This one's a goldfishy.
Aww.
Do you know what a graveyard really is?
I guess not.
Place where the dead speak. No!
That part's totally fine. That's not scary at all.
Hi, babe.
Daddy, what if Church dies?
Of course this is what she would think after that.
Church might still be alive when you're in high school, and that's a very long time.
It's never long enough.
He's not God's cat, he's my cat. Let God get his own if he wants one.
So, yeah, I feel you. It's just like he gets warned and they're still gonna let the cat outside.
I'm scared.
You'll be all right, Ellie.
I don't want Church to get his nuts cut, Daddy.
God, where did you hear that?
See, Dad, she says it's an operation.
It is. It's important to have
The
done.
road is a lot more dangerous than any operation. Church will be just the same.
But also, you could keep him inside.
And we won't have to worry about him getting run over in the road by Church.
That's not true.
Church will be all right, honey.
You promise, Daddy?
Church will be fine. I promise.
Yay!
Yeah, he'll be fine from the operation. Okay, yes, cats that have been fixed won't wander as far most of the time, but that doesn't mean they won't ever wander.
Yes, now it's a 1 in 1,000 shot, but it does happen. You explain it to her.
These two even like each other? Well, that's not very nice. But anyway, like, yeah, that road is still not that far away. Cats do go towards the road. I feel like they don't even really like each other.
Want to see what happened?
What the?
Got hit by a truck! God!
All right, get an ambulance here and get it right now. You've got to go to EMC. I told Rachel not so much as a sprain today, my friend.
Louis,
How did you know my name?
I'll come to you.
I understand that would be incredibly freaky, but the guy is clearly seconds from death.
Come on, Doc.
He said he was gonna come to you. Oh, nope, she didn't see or hear anything. This one's all you, buddy. He's like, it's fine, it's just a dream.
Come on, Doc. Don't make me tell you twice.
Why do they have to show its brain?
I want to help you because you tried to help me.
Never seen a guy with his brain exposed like look so calm. That's not even true, because I watched the Hannibal movie.
This is the place where the dead speak.
I want to wake up, that's all.
Don't go on, Doc, where the dead.
Walk. Ooh. Place the dead speak. That's the place the dead walk. Through the creepy brambles and the cobwebs.
I just want to wake up, that's all.
The ground beyond is sour.
Quite a way to put it, right? Sour.
You up, Doc?
Getting there.
Dun, 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 dun. Well, that's right, bro. That was no dream. No dream. It's like, let me just hide this before I get in trouble.
That's supposed to be a family holiday, Louis.
I'm never going to be a member of the family.
But I want you around.
I'll be around plenty when you get back.
I know where I know her from! Star Trek The Next Generation! That's Tasha Yar! Oh!
Hello.
Louis, afraid you may have
That's
a spot
crazy.
of trouble here.
What trouble?
Well, there's a dead cat over here on the edge of my lawn.
I'm not. Oh, I don't want to see this part. Oh, he looks ominous. Oh!
Yep. That's church, all right.
What are you gonna do with it?
I'll bury him in the morning.
You gonna tell Ellie?
I mean, you have to eventually.
Maybe there's a better way.
This motherfucker knows better, too. He knows better! Here we go.
The place we're going is on the other side of that.
Oh, we can't climb over that.
No, we won't. I've climbed it a time or two before. I know all the places to step.
You think about, the dream that you just had, saying not to go there? Like, do you think there's coincidence?
Louis, you all right?
Yeah.
Right, so a ghost tried to stop you, the literal forest tried to stop you, animals tried to stop you.
What's that?
Just a loon, that's all.
The universe tried to stop you. Through the forest, across a mountain range, and
What is this place?
This was their burial ground. I brought you here to bury Ellen's cat.
I said why, Judd?
I had my reasons.
me personally, I don't think I had my reasons would be sufficient for me. Judd, you didn't really have to run too, my guy. Whoops.
When you talked to him, not one word about what we done tonight.
What did we do tonight, Judd?
It's like you'll find out.
What we did, Louis, was a secret. The soil of a man's heart, Louis, is stonier, like the soil up there in the old...
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, you heard that before, didn't you?
Hi, Daddy.
Hi, baby.
How's church, Daddy? Want to talk to Gage.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that kid is so cute. Oh no, he's so cute.
Hi, Daddy. I love you.
Here we go. Church, you were way scarier than I anticipated.
Food, church. Come on, church.
It's like, maybe I gotta talk to Judd.
Jesus, boy. Christ.
I mean, you kind of had that coming. Yeah, time for that conversation.
I'm trying to tell myself that I buried him alive. It was dark.
Sure was dark.
Well, I feel like I'm going crazy.
He knew how I felt about my dog, Spot. When he died, I thought I was gonna die. Spot came back all right. It was not quite the same dog that I knew. When he died peacefully in the night that second time, I buried him up there in the pet cemetery.
Has anyone ever buried a person like that?
Christ on his throne, no.
Yeah, sure.
Whoever would.
Couldn't possibly expect him to believe that. You've got a magical land where whatever dead you bury in there comes back to life, and people aren't going to try to bury a person that they've lost.
How the hell did you get in here?
Don't be rude. He brought you a gift. He wanted to thank you for bringing him back to life. And how do you react? I'm sorry.
Daddy, is church all right?
I was asleep on the porch when I left.
Because I had a dream about hit by a car and you and Mr. Crandall buried him in the pet cemetery.
Yeah, silly. Who could have imagined?
Can cats have shampoos?
Yes, but you have to take them to someone who grooms animals, and I think it's pretty expensive.
I'll see if my allowance pay for it.
Be a good dad and pay for it, since it's all your fault.
I hate that smell.
I hate it too.
Yeah, you will cough up the money. That is your fault. Cancer cannot. Oh boy.
And now?
Hey, Stephen King cameo.
I don't know why God takes someone like her.
My father used to have a saying, Judd. God sees the truth, but waits.
Yeah, that's creepy.
How's your cat, Lois?
It's Ellie's cat.
No. It's your cat now.
Your responsibility. Although it's also your responsibility, Judd.
More Atlantic white cider dolphins have beached or
Time to talk.
Daddy, do you think Missy Dandridge went to heaven?
And different people believe all sorts of different things.
Do You believe that?
I think we go on.
You believe in it.
Give me a kiss.
It's like, well, I don't know what I believe now, but clearly death doesn't automatically mean the end of everything, because,
My sister, Zelda.
I know, she died. Spinal meningitis.
She was in the back bedroom like a dirty secret.
Oh my God.
Sometimes I hated it. We wanted her to die. We
Oh,
wished.
Jesus. Oh, God.
They'll say you hated her, Rachel, and that was true. I ran out of the house screaming, Zelda's dead!
Yeah, that is incredibly messed up.
Where are you going?
I'm going to get you a Valium.
No, I don't take.
Tonight you do.
Fucking trucks, man. These drivers should, slow it down a little. Slow down. I do understand her, like, messed up thoughts and feelings about death, given that everything that she experienced. Slow down!
Here you go, buddy.
Oh, no.
You got it.
Oh my God, he's so cute!
We got it.
You got it.
Oh my God, he's so cute!
Go ahead. Run, buddy.
That kite's getting up there.
Uh-oh.
It got away from him, that numb shit.
Yeah, oopsie.
Daddy, can I?
No! Turn back around!
Okay, in just a minute.
I want to fly it.
I already know what's coming and it doesn't make it any less horrible!
Don't let him go in the road, Louis.
Get up, baby!
The shoe. I knew this happened, okay? It was still like, just slow down.
Ain't that real nice? You pulling him in the wagon.
I'm gonna carry this picture, Mr. Crandall. I have to keep his things waiting for him. I've got this picture, and I'm gonna sit in his chair.
Ellie.
Take care, little girl. She needs you.
You know what he's thinking. Like, you know. You have to know. And that this is all your fucking fault. I'm sorry. Not him getting run over, okay? That's not Jud's fault.
I told her when you were first married, you'll have all the grief you can stand and more. I said, I hope you rot in hell! Where were you when he was playing in the road? You stinking shit! You killer of children!
No! Seriously, Grandpa. Come on. Like, I get you're upset. But you cannot talk.
Good night, Daddy. God could take it back if he wanted to. If he really, really wanted to. Can I have faith in that?
Yes.
It's like, this is the moment where he's like, I made my choice. Because if he isn't gonna do what he's gonna do, then that's just setting his daughter up to, like, hate God forever.
Fuck off, hairball.
You deserve it.
Judd, I buried my son today.
He knows what you're thinking.
You're thinking thoughts best not thought of, Lois.
Yeah, okay, sure you are.
I'm responsible for more pain in your heart than you should have tonight.
That's right.
For all I know, I may even be responsible for the death of your son. You're thinking of putting him up there. Don't deny the thought hadn't crossed your mind, Lois.
Story time.
If anyone had ever buried a person up there in the Micmac grounds, I lied to you when I said no. But you've been thinking of has been done. He was a local boy.
What's the bottom of the truth?
Well, sometimes dead is better.
There's the classic line.
It may look like that person, but it ain't. Because beyond the pet cemetery, ain't human.
I don't need to do
Louis, sometimes dead is better. The Indians knew that. They stopped using that burial ground when the ground went sour.
it. Already was sour.
The place gets holier, but the place is evil. You see, Louis, what I'm getting at. You understand.
He doesn't.
Telling me that place knew Gage was going to die.
The place might have made Gage die because I introduced you to the power.
And it wants. It wants.
I don't want to go to Chicago, Grandma Dory.
Why not, darling?
I am sorry. What can I say? I lost my mind.
We all lost our minds, Erwin.
Some more than others.
Take care.
Take care of your mom while I try to resurrect your brother.
Please, Daddy, I'm scared.
Every Everything's gonna be all right, Ellie.
Do you swear?
This girl's got a touch of the shine.
Come on, Ellie. Let's go.
Oh yeah. Here we go. Grave robbing in the middle of the day. Man isn't even waiting for night. That's how lost in him.
What happened to you is wrong.
Remember, Doc, the barrier was not meant to be crossed. The ground is sour.
It's like, I'm trying to warn you. Came back from death to warn you.
If it doesn't work, if he comes back, and he's like Jud said Timmy Benjamin was, I'll just put him back to sleep.
Mm-hmm. Simple enough.
And they don't have to know. Rachel and Ellie don't ever have to know.
It's hard because you know this level of grief. Like, if you put yourself in that situation, right? Even knowing what you know.
Bobby!
Honey, you
This poor girl.
That's because his dad is gonna do something really bad.
Who is this Pax?
He's a good ghost.
Oh, poor kid.
There are no ghosts, Ellie. There are no ghosts. Was she saying Pascal?
He was trying to help me because Daddy was helping him. Just
Cooperate.
Alright, so he did at least wait until night. I was wrong. That painting is horrifying.
He's not home.
Probably went out for a hamburger.
A hamburger.
Know how men are when they're alone.
Call Jud.
Hello, Jud. It's Rachel Creed. I'm calling from Chicago. Don't bother, Jud. I'm coming home.
Rachel.
You don't want to do that.
I have to do it, Jud.
Nope. Yep. I mean, you still have time to stop it. So I would do that instead of what you're thinking as the plan. I would, maybe that's just me. I'm gonna get, oh God. Just imagine that, Jesus Christ.
I swear it's going to be all right.
It's like you get it, too, right? Like, you get it. On the one hand, but on the... It's like, there's madness in grief. Oh, God.
I'm coming for you, Rachel.
Ah! They had to make the sister look that disturbing. Yeah, I don't think, like, the freaky light and... Not totally his fault, like, he's under madness, but, like, literally the forest is trying to stop you.
What about the Aries K? One with the scratch on its side?
I do have an Aries K.
Okay, that's weird. Oh, Lord. What the f...
See?
Wrong message! Wrong message! Wrong! Why would you... You're trying to resurrect your dead child, and you think a spirit is just imagination. Oh, God. Listen, the land is about to get a fresh body, and it does not want you stopping it, lady. It's like I put in a lot of work to make this happen, okay? There's church. Oh. One thing about Stephen King movies and stories, they can sure make undead children seem horribly, horribly terrifying.
Hey! Hey, stop!
The only one ever going slow. Oh, God. The noises. Church is like, me too! I'm a part of the zombie party. The noises, because he still clearly sounds like a little kid, but a little kid zombie. Oh no. This is fun. Oops. We got company. no. Oh no, the king!
Who's here?
Who's here, man? You know. You know. Jud, you know, man. You know. You know.
You the one playing games?
Yeah. It's music. Gonna have to do better than that. No. No. Oh, David Child! And Church just watched the whole thing. Good job distracting him, Church. Now Mommy's home just in time for the fun stuff.
Rachel!
Oh no. Churchy Church. He's like, yeah, I had some yummy person. Me and we had a tasty Jud snack together. We'd like to eat you next.
Jud?
Oh God.
Finally came back for you, Rachel. I'm going to twist your...
Ugh, yeah.
Never
He's dressed up like the painting! The painting! Oh, and there was even like a kitty in the painting. Like it was had one of those messed up faces, but...
Got you something, Mommy.
Oh God.
Oh, Gage.
I got you something, Mommy.
Oh, Lord! The actor must have really done that, right? That looked very real. Uh-oh. Oh, we messed up.
Hello?
It's Erwin. I just wanted to be sure Rachel got back all right. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Did she get back all right?
She's fine.
Put her on at that end and I'll put Ellie on this one. Worried about her mother. She's almost in hysterics.
Oh, Ellie. She knows the truth. She's not just asleep.
Ellie had a dream that her mother was dead.
The kid's got the shine.
Hi, there's Daddy. Will you come over and play with me? First I played with Dad, then Mommy came. Now I want to play with you.
What did you do?
It's so creepy.
What did you do?
Oh my God, his face. He's like, Church.
Hi, Church. Want some grub, Church?
It's like, Church, you gotta be first. You're the accomplice. Oh, he totally poisoned that meat.
Don't mind me. Eat it while you can. That's right. Today is Thanksgiving Day for...
Poor Church. Poor Church. I know he was actually a demon, but it was your fault. Everything that happened to him. Now for the harder part. For him, anyway. Jesus! That didn't take long.
Gage, what have you done? Gage?
Hi, Daddy. Now I want to play with you.
The little feet. It's like Chucky, but way more creepy. Jud, you poor... Ah, the chin! The biting. He's like, well, guess what? I got extra. No, you dropped the extra. You dropped.
Come here.
No fair.
No fair. Oh my god, it's crazy they showed that. And here he goes. You know, with this part, the instinct, understandably, is to rage at him. But let's all try to remember he's out of his mind with grief, and literally there's forces beyond him that are controlling things.
But don't make
He's
it
not,
worse.
yeah, he's gonna make it worse.
Don't.
He's,
I waited too long with Gage.
no, that's not the reason.
She just died a little while ago.
Listen, man, you tried as hard as you could. So those fucking trucks just driving by at warp speed while this house burns.
The soil of a man's heart is stonier, Louis. Man grows what he can, and he tends it as what you buy and what you own. Always.
Oh man. Oh, that's disgusting. Okay, guys. Well, that was Pet Sematary. Where to begin here? Okay, so first of all, I just want to start with hopefully this reaction wasn't too disappointing to people, because I do have a feeling that a lot of people that react to this movie probably don't know the basics of the story, or maybe haven't read the book. So I'm assuming that elements like what happens to Gage and then what Gage does when he comes back are much more of a shock. Although it was still traumatizing. They made him like the most adorable kid possible. So like as soon as I saw him, I was like, oh no, no, no. And luckily they didn't like too graphically show what happened to him with the, but still the way that it was filmed and with the little shoe flying, and it was still horrifying. But yeah, so I imagine that's probably like a big reaction moment for a lot of people, and I'm sure it wasn't as much for me since I knew that that was going to happen. But hopefully the reaction was still enjoyable nonetheless for everybody. There's a couple of things here. Overall, I think this was a very good adaptation. Now, it's been a long time since I read the book, so there are certainly elements that I didn't remember and I don't like have clear in my head. But there are, for the most part, I think that they did a really good job adapting it. And the feeling of like dread and everything. And I also did mention that Stephen King stories and some of the film adaptations of them do a very good job of making like monster children or undead children or anything like that really horrifying, in a way that I haven't seen lots of other movies or stories really do. So they did that fantastic job with this. Like zombie demon Gage was absolutely terrifying, horrifying. The giggling, the little faces that little boy was making, like, all of it. Yeah, the little feet sounds. It was a lot of like this feeling of in the first Child's Play with Chucky at the beginning before you actually see him and you just like hear the feet and everything and all the noises. Had a lot of elements of that. You see also if you watch the original Salem's Lot miniseries, there's a couple of kids that become vampires in that, and there's similar like, yeah. So just yeah. And then of course it has, I don't want to spoil too much for people that haven't seen those or read those books, but yeah, I think they did a fantastic job with that, and for me, that was the most horrifying and creepy element of this adaptation. I was less upset about the church stuff that I thought I was going to be. The original incident really grossed me out and upset me. But I was okay. I made it okay. Uh, uh, so I'm proud of me, I guess, for that. But there were a couple of pretty significant changes from the book. And one of them isn't, I guess, necessarily too important overall to how they were able to adapt this. It has to do with Judd's wife being a character. But the second one that I think is maybe more important is they touched a little bit on this with Judd saying he thought that it was his fault, and the ghostly savior trying to warn everybody that basically the land there is cursed and tries to make things happen. So it's discussed more in the book, and there's elements of Wendigo that's involved, which is, you see the actual the creatures eating flesh, eating people. It's more, so it's more in depth. But it also is laid out much more clearly that, yeah, there actively are evil forces at work here that are trying to not just cause deaths so that hopefully people will bury their dead in that land and they can bring them back, but that it influences people to a large extent, especially once you have buried someone or something in that ground. It has more power over you. So like Judd, I want to scream at him because you shouldn't have said anything in the first place, right? You shouldn't have said anything to him in the first place. Like, that's why when Judd feels guilty and he's like, a lot of this is on me, he's right. But you can't fully blame him because there's also an element of, well, he buried his dog there. And ever since then, that place has power over him. So the idea and like the impulse to bring Louis there, to convince him to bury Church there without giving him all the information, and then later to give him more information and everything, comes from that force. There's some people that even might, you might even theorize that maybe he actively killed Church to make that happen. But I don't know about that. But there's also the idea that, the drivers of the trucks are maybe like, something is making them drive really fast, so that could be why it happened. Like, I know that, like, that Judd is influenced to enough degree to get Louis there with Church's body, but I don't know about the killing Church thing, because in point of fact, Judd fights against this impulse. And even from early on, he does, because he tells him to get Church fixed. Like, what he should have said was keep him inside, okay? But, like, he tries to warn him about the road. So you can't fully blame Judd if you're in an understanding of that. And then later, you can't fully blame Louis either for his choice with Gage, or even later for his choice with his wife. And again, I don't think the movie made that clear enough, so it kind of just seems like he's being a complete fool, like both of them were being complete fools. And I don't think that is a fair representation because of the significance of the influence that the place has, coupled with the grief, right? And maybe the thing is, though, that I also know, I see the credits that Stephen King was involved in writing the screenplay, so maybe it was an active choice to downplay that, or maybe it was just because of the format of the film. He did include some parts of that, right? So maybe it was just the format that it was hard to convey that. But it does make the movie a bit different. Yes, it does paint them as more foolish, but in a way, it also gives more significance to the power of grief itself, right? Because if you chalk it up mostly to the power of the place and that the influence of that, um, that kind of takes away any hope as long as they stay there, you could say. Um, but it also makes it less of a story about what grief can drive you to, right? And fear of death and inability to accept death. So I kind of feel like maybe the story would be stronger if they had included more detail about that and made it clearer that he wasn't totally in control and it wasn't just grief driving him, but at the same time I could see why people might prefer the grief element to be the driving force. I don't know. You guys will have to let me know. You'll have to let me know your thoughts on that. But I thought it was very well done. I thought there were still extremely nasty, shocking, and horrifying moments, even though I knew the basics of the story. Um, it actually does kind of make me feel like I might want to try to give it a read again, because the church stuff wasn't as bad as I remembered. But I don't know, man. I still don't know. I don't know. And I still don't think I can handle reading Cujo again, because there's literally parts in that where it talks about how Cujo was such a good dog, and you get in his perspective and everything, and how he doesn't want to hurt everyone, and then he gets rabies and it's out of his control. And but I do love Stephen King. But all right, guys. So like I said, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this movie and any of the things that I said. Also, if you're watching on YouTube, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to the channel, hugely appreciate it. Likes, comments, all of that, very much appreciated. Thank you so much for joining me, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye.